Tell us why you originally applied to be part of Survivor Bloomsburg Season 3 this year.
I applied to Survivor Bloomsburg because I thought it would be a fun opportunity to just go out, do something, little fun activities, meet new people, talk to new people. Just make connections, make new friends.
In episode 1, the first activity was the island hopping, where you had 30 seconds to get trios standing into various hula hoops. How did you feel about your original trio that you formed with Wyatt and Evan? Did you three form an alliance at that point?
Oh yeah, for sure. Wyatt and Evan's still my dog. Till this moment right now, that was definitely a trio that I wanted to see go to the end.
In episode 1, your trio got chosen to join the very first team given. How did you feel about that group, and then having to go to tribal council to vote out Wyatt shortly thereafter?
From the start, when we went into Gibbon, I loved my original Gibbon team. They were good. I mean, the episode, sure, we were good. We kind of didn't lose. We were really good. We got sent the first time because of the little lock at the end of that challenge. Yeah, sending Wyatt wasn't really a part of my plan at all. But like, first episode, the whole team saying Wyatt, I already had told him, I was like, I voted you, like, I'm sorry. Yeah, it sucked, but for the most part after that, we just kind of locked in, and the original Gibbon team did not see tribal after that first time.
In episode 2, Gibbon dominated at most of the challenges on the quad. Tell us which ones were your favorites and why you felt Gibbon did so well.
Most of my favorite activities had to do with like moving fast or like thinking fast physically. I'm not a big puzzle person, but one thing that made Gibbon great is that we had everybody to do at least a little something.
In episode 3 at the rec center, Hayden returned from Husky Island for a second time, but this time chose to join Gibbon. What were your thoughts about his decision at that time?
I can say a lot about Hayden, I really can. He's a little cockroach, you know what I mean? Like, he keep coming back. And then like, he came back and started invading the winners. And it's like, that's not your home, dog.
In episode 3, Gibbon managed to avoid all 4 of the tribal councils by doing really well in the challenges. Tell us which ones you liked the most at the rec.
I like the kicking one. I mean, I played soccer, so I knew that challenge was pretty winnable on my part. I mean, being able to like know how to kick a soccer ball or kick a ball into a direction that you want it to go.
By the time you got to episode 4, back in the ballroom, did you have any alliances that you had created since episode 1 had filmed? And if so, with whom?
I have mad alliances. Like, I'm cool. I was cool with mad people. Me, Evan, Silas. Literally like the OG Gibbon group plus Silas. If you look at who voted me, it was more of like the original Bonobo.
In episode 4, the first thing the castaways encountered was the first team swap of the season. You ended up all on an all-guys team, the new Bonobo, with Silas, Joe, Logan, Kelvin, Blaine, and Evan. How did you feel about this new mix of members at that point?
I felt really good for sure. Pretty sure we didn't lose on that team either until the outside challenge. So I mean, I felt really good about that team. The team was good. But it came down to alliances. The original Bonobo people were ready to vote out anyone who wasn't a part of the original Bonobo people. It came down between me and Hayden.
Yeah.
And then like, if they had to pick who's a better competitor.
Which challenges did you enjoy most and why? Like the safety blocks, Donkey Kong relay, and the black hole?
I would say that the Donkey Kong relay was my favorite because it was just a bunch of random activities that we had to finish to get to the end. So it was definitely a lot of fun to do that with other people on my team.
Episode 5 at the beginning, we saw several castaways jump into the pool before the very first challenge to begin swimming in search for ducks with goggles. What were your thoughts about those castaways taking a leap of faith to find the ducks?
Better than me, because I was not getting in that pool. The pool water was cold. Just depends on your dedication, I guess, or how bad you want it, and I didn't want it that bad, so.
In episode 5, your team had to go right to tribal council because one of your members didn't submit their reflection video on time from the
by like a minute, by the way.
What were your thoughts as your streak of avoiding tribal council came to an end?
I was like, wow. It's like, whoa. Like, it was a complete shocker. I thought my whole team, submitted their reflections. But then Silas came back, so then, all's well ends well, and then they put him to orange team. So then that just, it didn't even matter.
You had disclosed that you were a lifeguard. How did that job help you perform in the challenge at the pool? Was anything tougher than you had envisioned?
Me being a lifeguard, I know how to swim. So swimming's easy, swimming fast. Someone that's in distress in the water. So swimming in a straight line isn't really a problem. Going to the bottom of the water, the only challenge I kind of had trouble with, because it was one of the last challenges, was the pushing the board against the other person. At that point, I was just really tired from all the other swimming competitions I had done. So I just kind of gave it to whoever I was versing at the time.
In episode 6 at the sports field on Upper Campus, tell us about the tire crawl relay and the sand volleyball challenges. What roles did you play in them, and how did you feel you were started to be seen as an athletically strong contender at that?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. So in the first challenge of that, it was sprint to a fence. And before that, I'm talking to my camera guy. Shout out my camera guy. If you know, you know. I was like, bro, I'm gonna run fast, and I'm gonna turn around and hit one of these. You know what I mean? In the beginning, I dusted everybody. I was going. Even cameraman was behind me. I was like, where you at? I was running, talking to my camera guy. Shout out him. He was cool. I kind of dusted everybody, and then I was the first one back, and I felt that kind of made everybody look at me And then for the volleyball, my team was coordinated enough. I could tell they don't or haven't played volleyball like that, because there were some points where they definitely could have jumped up for the ball and spiked it down. I felt I was kind of the only one that was really trying to get up there and just smack it.
You had an immunity item which you found at the beginning of the season, but you chose not to play it during the final tribal council. Why didn't you play it?
I had that for a while. I did, and I was gonna use it a couple of times. In my head, I was only gonna use it if I was confident that I was going out. And the people I talked to, they said they were voting Brandon, which, most of them did, but I thought my votes on Brandon would outweigh the votes on me.
Tell us about this legacy advantage you had received before the season started. How did you find it, and what did it all entail, and what was your game plan to use those items?
So I get a text, and it was talking about my Bloomsburg legacy, and then it was a picture of, I think it's Carver Hall. And it had a picture, and I was like, oh, I think I know where that is, because I saw the little clock. Went over there, and I'm looking around, I'm like, oh, I don't see nothing. I was like, someone must have got it. Not knowing it was specifically for me, so it would have stood there the whole semester if I didn't grab it. I'm looking, and then I see a little bag on a tree, and I start freaking out. I'm like, there's no way this is real. I'm just literally in the middle of grass, and I see a bag on a tree. That I had a immunity, little skeleton dude that can get me from not going away, going home. I think I had an extra vote, and I had another card that was, I could swap out myself with someone else on another team.
At Husky Island, at the end of episode 6, tell us how you were able to defeat Yurley, Cora, and Olivia, and why you teamed up with Silas to do the Wicked Woods Memory Recall Challenge.
Why did I choose to team up with Silas? That's my dog. That's my boy. So instantly going in, we was already asking can we work together? Cause we heard 2 can come back. So we were that's gotta be us 2. There's no way. So we ran through the woods as fast as we probably could have. And then we had to remember the cards. So then we were just standing next to each other, jogging at the same pace, going through, and then we would create a word that we would remember that's really easy for a card. So there was a green witch. So we would say green witch, but someone who's specific would probably say the actual name of the witch, which I don't even know. Pink dress for the Ariana Grande little card. Yeah, we just created little things, and then we would just we would run it through our heads. So we would go green witch, pink dress, fat lady.
In episode 7 at Redmond Stadium, tell us about your experience doing the field goal kicking, javelin tossing, and kendama ball race.
So I haven't kicked a football in forever. But I made the first field goal. That was cool. The little kendama, I did 2 practice runs. I hit it twice in a row. I was feeling like the man. And then once the challenge started, I couldn't even hit it.
Episode 7, How did you approach the voting process with 19 players all attending tribal council together for the first time? Were you aware that your name was on the chopping block?
Yes. I mean, I heard like a bunch of people talking or people coming up to me saying how like they wanted me out. Like, you know, like word gets around.
Of all the 16 remaining players in the game, who do you see as some of them who could make it to the final four?
Evan, Silas, Dane, let me throw Connor in there.
What do you feel makes the Survivor Bloomsburg experience so unique and fun to do, or even watch as a spectator?
It's definitely a fun thing to do. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say I didn't have fun. The Bloomsburg Survivor process, I mean, it opens you up to like new games, because like there's definitely games where I was like, who thinks of this? Like, how do you even think of this? For the most part, it's a really nice thing to just go out and do, and then when you become friends with these people like Evan and Silas and all these other people, it just becomes nice to like see them on Tuesday and just go through random challenges with them.
Is there anyone you would like to thank who is supporting you in this competition? Family, friends, or others? Any shout outs?
Shout out to the Mom Dukes, Mama Dukes, all my family who've been watching, because I know some of y'all been watching. Shout out to my camera guy, Brandon, and shout out to Evan, Silas, Connor.
Any final thoughts?
Hayden, you a little cockroachy. You messed up my game, that's not cool. Joe, you sneaky. Silas, you cool. Evan, you cool. Connor, you cool. Dan, you cool. Everybody else, I mean, if you voted for me, not cool, bro. If you didn't, then thank you for sticking with the alliance. And good luck.